What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me on today's video. I'm actually pretty excited about. I caught him off guard, and I've been wanting to do this video for a good while. So I hope you guys enjoy this next video. So let's get right to it. Alrighty guys, so like I said in that entry video, I caught him off surprise, and today this video will mean a lot to me just because of the fact that I've known Landon. You guys hear me on many videos talk about Landon helps me with this or Landon with that, and I'm sure many of you guys follow him. If you don't, he's his YouTube channel is Aqualux Auto Detailing. This is literally one of my best friends. I think my only friend I have right now. Landon, you know, overall I just wanted to do this video. I think for a good while I've been wanting to do a video, many don't know Landon like I do, or you know, since I've met you. True. You know, I've learned a lot, but this video is mostly to kind of show the new detailers out there, if you're just starting, you know, I hope that this video in some way helps you, and you know, I've said it many times, I'm not the best, I'm slowly growing, but man, this right here is truly one of the, I always tell him, he motivates me to keep going, and you know, to start off, many probably have wondered, how do we meet, or how do we know each other? So that's the first question. I want to get it out to show you guys how did Aqualux and Serranos Mobile Detail meet. So
we met at a bar. I'm gonna cut straight to the point. I don't know what else to say, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
We can give the backstory. So it was
the backstory was it was a detailers meetup. Yep. With Scott Blay.
Yeah, DPC, Dallas Paint Correction.
Dallas Paint Correction.
So he had a big gathering, and there was just a bunch of everybody.
A bunch of different detailers showed up that night, in Frisco, and we all met at the bar. And you know, many detailers there. Obviously, we met a lot of great people. Mm-hmm. But I honestly believe that from that day, you know, we literally clicked.
Right.
And it's been an amazing journey, obviously, getting to know you, your family, your kids. You know, it's very humbling to have somebody that you really doesn't know you open up his arms to you. But yeah, we met at a bar. I think we had a couple drinks.
I had water.
You had water.
Well, and the other thing about that was I wasn't even professional yet.
That's right.
I was still a DIY in the backyard.
That's right.
Trying to learn how to perfect my craft, and a lot of people at the thing thought I was like, I have not even.
Yes.
I just followed Scott and his teachings, and that was my biggest thing. And I just was, hey, you know, let's go meet some other people, and I don't know, have a good night. So
and it was a great night. But yeah, it's been a fun journey. Definitely, I can say it's been a fun journey from the get-go. And then as he transitioned, you know, many think that Landon, he does this full time. Little do they know that this man works. He works at
I've had a day job for the past 5 years.
Yeah, so you know, he hasn't been full time detailing, but he has a day job. And literally, like, everybody asks, dude, how do you do it? How do you do it? Because this man works full time. You can literally see this guy grinding at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. polishing cars. This is actually a vehicle that he just got in, which he's going to be doing a correction and coating. But how is I guess, going from, you know, your job and detailing? How do you manage that?
I don't really know. I'm always been probably since you've known me, I'm all or nothing. Like, either you get everything or I'm not doing it, and that's just kind of how I've always attacked everything. Managing it, I think my wife Kayla. Kayla's my biggest blessing. I love you, sweetheart. She's my rock. I mean, I don't know where I'd be without her. I mean, that's the biggest thing. My better half, it's her. And if it wasn't for her, you need a good support system.
Definitely, I can agree to that.
Yeah, in auto detailing, I think it's a big role. And for Kayla, it took her about 2 years to buy in on this.
Yeah.
To like be like, okay, it's legit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just one of those other little MLMs or something, some other thing you're chasing. And I was like, but the biggest thing has been her supporting me. So her supporting me, being my rock and encouraging me. That was the biggest thing. But there was a spot I was in, and I think I've talked about this just a little bit in the DPC Facebook group. But there was a night, it was close to like 4 or 5 years ago, and I went to get some gas at a gas station. And I know I'm getting back onto your how do I manage it, but it's kind of like all ties in. But I went to get some gummy bears, and I couldn't for my little girl, our oldest Skylar, and I couldn't buy them. I didn't have enough money in my account. I wasn't able to, and I couldn't buy a $2.30 something cent pack of gummy bears. And like inside, I was just like crushed, like huge, like. I don't know, just all my pride was shattered. I didn't have anything. Like, it hurt. It really hurt me. And I was like, I never want to feel like that night ever again. So that's where I guess some of it's transpired from. But that was the most sucky feeling ever. Not being able to give your kids, and it's not anything they want, but I mean, a pack of gummy bears, like it sucked. But managing it, I don't know, man. It's just been like, I grind, I hustle, and I have had a vision from day one where I want to go, I guess. And, if I wanted to get to it, it was going to take a lot of sacrificing, a lot of sleepless nights. I've spent some 72-hour days, no sleeping.
I've seen it. You know, we talk a lot, or we'll text, and he sends me pictures, and I'm like, dude, it's freaking 2, 3 a.m. You know, I'm like, I'm trying to sleep.
I'll see you with the light in your phone in your bed.
Yeah, but it's truly awesome, you know. And I can, when he says, you know, there was a point where he couldn't buy, you know, like a candy. I've been there. I've done that. I've suffered those moments where you're like, you know, it kind of eats you up, right? And that kind of grinds your mentality, because you're like, you can't afford $2, you know. And obviously my story, I'll be sharing with you guys that more in depth. But he's actually a veteran.
Yes.
Veteran. He, you know, as always, I've said it, and I know he doesn't like, you know, being thanked, but I've always told him, thank you for your service. And you know, through that, you were in Afghanistan?
Yep, one tour in Afghanistan, 6 years, and it was fun, loved it. But then we had our oldest Skylar, and I thought I wanted to be a lifetime. I don't know. I thought I wanted to do it for and then that changed my thinking. Got out, had one job, and was there for 6 months, and I was like, there's no way I'm staying here for the rest of my life. I was just like, there's got to be something better. Got out not even knowing what I wanted to do. I just knew I had a work ethic and a grind, and that's what my parents taught me. And I think that's a lot of my foundation. You know, it's from my mom and my dad. And I'm grateful for it. I mean, my dad, he is like, there's only a few people I know, and I mean, that can even hit the ethic, or like, I guess just how hard they grind. I've met in my life, and my dad has just been, he's always set that example as being a provider. And I love him for it, and I'm grateful for that. But
definitely.
Did one tour in Afghanistan and 6 years, and got out, and then did the one job, and then I'll come out and say it right now. So my day job has been at, you ready? Everybody's gonna think, what?
Y'all get ready for this one.
So my day job, I've worked at Mary Kay Global World Headquarters for the past 5 years. I'll tell you the department, I'm not allowed to say a lot about it, but the Protective Services Department is where I've worked.
And that's the Mary Kay, like the Mary Kay, you know, the makeup, I think makeup, right? Makeup.
I'm not selling it, but
all that good stuff for the ladies,
corporate,
you know?
At corporate. So we're working, and you know, Mary Kay Salesforce, love y'all. If you sell that, I appreciate y'all, because you've supported me and my family for the past 5 years.
Definitely.
And it's been a great stepping stone, because if it wasn't for them, man, I think a lot of my customer service, if you will, or talking to people, or getting better, because I wasn't really good with people when I got in the Marine Corps. I was a complete jerk. Like, people would have hated me. I mean, you knew me pretty close to when I got out. But I was a total jerk, and they helped, like, you know, just transition that, and it's been rewarding. I've had a blast, and then so that was my day job. So.
He gets fed well too, so I've seen the food he gets. I'm like, dang. But you know, now that he said his full-time job, you know, now, you know, he just recently, I think, gave in his notice, and he's now going to be full-time, which is freaking amazing. Obviously, there's nothing better than being your own boss or having that freedom. Right. And you know, he's a man of faith. That's, you know, he's a man of faith, and everything he puts forward is God first, and you know, whatever happens is he's gonna go forward. And when he told me about that notice, I was like, oh yes, like, you know, I was excited, and I'm nervous too, you know, it's like, if it's me, but I was nervous when I quit my job, but he gave his resignation. I didn't. So if y'all watching me, I'm sorry, but yeah, he finally gave in his notice, and he's gonna be going full time. And you've been detailing now what?
Professionally, it'll 2.5. We're almost at 3 years. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, April. It'll be 3 years.
And he's killing it. You know, if you guys have not seen his work is phenomenal. And I think it's not about how long you've been. I mean, I've been doing this for almost 22 years, but it's not about how long you've been doing it. I mean, this guy has grinded day in and day out to perfect his craft, and he has done it like quick. And you know, I think I've got asked once, like, how is y'all's relationship? Is like, is there that type of, like, do you feel envy because he's doing more cars than you and stuff like that? And it's like, no, like,
I don't think we've ever thought that. Like,
you know, I know somebody had asked me that, and I was like, no, I don't feel, no way, like, no, like, he's killing it. God is good. He's providing. You know, I never see it like that. And
you liked interior, so
I love it. Yeah, so it's like not even close. I'm an interior guy. He's the exterior guy. But you know, it's freaking cool just seeing the transition and such the amount of years that he has obviously grown and is going to next level, which actually brings me to the next part, and I hope I can, you know, this is about his new business. Am I able to? Yeah.
No, you're fine.
So that brings me. This freaking made me so excited since the get-go when he talked to me about it, you know, and it had to be kept kind of under the covers for a good while till, you know, obviously it was in concrete and it was gonna go forward. But a while back I did a video, and if you watch this video all the way to right now, I said hashtag Aquafiber, and I said remember that name. You know, it's truly an honor, you know, for me to be to say that his next business is he's opening his own microfiber product line, and more stuff that's going to be coming in the website, I believe. I think he's gonna, why do I always say we? I'm so sorry.
Dude, it doesn't matter, just say
he's
we.
gonna have DI tanks. DI tanks, there's gonna be brushes, there's gonna be a little bit of everything, which is so freaking exciting because many people want a variety of items. So Aquafiber, you know, anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back real quick. Like you were talking about my learning, or like how fast I've accelerated, and I can't take all the credit. Like my mentor, if y'all don't know, my mentor is Scott Bly with Dallas Paint Correction, and he took a chance on me. I'll never forget the day. It was actually on his birthday, April Fool's Day.
What a day!
I don't know, but that's when, you know, his birthday too, and he actually called me. I think it was a few days prior before we did it, and it was through Facebook. I'll never forget it. And I'm like, holy crap! Scott Bly with DPC is calling me through Facebook Voice right now, and he's like, hey, do you want to go detail with me? And I was like, what? So, anyways, went and did a Land Rover that day, and then he guess saw my passion or something, or the potential, and I told him I just wanted to learn it. And there was a year of learning that I spent outside, not doing it, eating crap, if you will. I ate dog poop for a year trying to learn how to do it. Practice rotary, practiced working in the cold, practiced getting my times down, practiced getting my process down, and it was from what he taught me, but I was kind of making the process my own at the same time. So I can't take all the credit. Like that's where, like, I was like this, and if it wasn't for him, you know, but my learning, I mean, you learn paint correction from somebody that's been doing it, you know, the best, and doing it for 30 years. Like it's,
definitely,
it's just a blessing. But yes, so with the Aquafiber towel line, And my wife is actually going to be doing that. With you saw her already inside.
It's looking pretty cool, the setup.
Yeah, the logistics, and my wife, like I said, if I didn't have her, she's like the better half, definitely smarter 2 degrees. But we're going to be doing the microfiber towels, and we're going to be slowly getting into maybe some tools and stuff like that. But we're going to have some brushes. We're still kind of waiting on some stuff, so it may not be on the website immediately, just because with everything going on right now, you got to wait.
Tough. Shipping
and everything times, it's kind of delayed a little bit.
Be patient. Be patient. There will be, it's going to get there. Probably the first couple of weeks, you'll see microfibers, but there is a lot of stuff that they're working behind the scenes, and I think as far as, many people are probably going to say, oh, everybody sells these same microfibers or whatever. But I honestly believe that in order to, succeed, it's quality. And for those who follow Landon or know Landon, is he brings quality. So I've seen firsthand a little bit of the shipping and stuff, and it is next level of, I don't think there is anybody doing it how Landon and his wife are putting so much work into it. So expect great things, obviously, from Aquafiber. And you guys will be like, oh, you're just saying that because he's your friend. No, it's not even about that he's my friend. It's just I've known them for a while, and I've known that they bring the best forward at all times. So expect that line to be live very soon. Apart being a detailer, what are your hobbies?
My hobbies? Well, it really was like detailing. And so if that's like, well, and I fell on it, and so I guess that ties into so when I got in the Marine Corps, I was always looking for something to, I don't know, I don't have PTSD or anything, but I just wanted something that was, I enjoyed it. I've always been around cars. My dad's been in the car business for 20-something years, probably longer than that. But then I found it was therapeutic, seeing that before and after in the paint. That's when I knew, fell in love with that process of this is neat how you can take it. And it's just, I don't know, testament to my life is there's always, you're always going to get banged up, but it's nice, you can come back and you can always
make it better
somehow or improve it. That's been the biggest thing for me is just, just seeing that. But it was the therapeutic part. But the other part was, being with my kids, being with my family, and go back to even how do I do it and everything. Everybody last year, you probably heard it, saw it all the time. Landon, you are crazy. You are working too much. I cannot tell you how many times I got told that, and I was like, look, there's things that my family would like, and I would love to give them. And it's not about the money. It's money's great, but it gives you options. That's definitely literally all it is, and it's a tool. And I was able to, we were able to purchase a horse. My wife and my daughter have always wanted a horse.
This home is full of
surprises.
Chickens, silkies.
So, yeah, and we got some ball pythons.
Oh yeah, snakes, which I will nope.
Nope ropes.
Actually, my kids are here, and they were like, "Let's go see the snakes." Nope, I'm good. I'm staying downstairs. But yeah, he just got a horse, which will be born pretty soon.
Right.
We're in March. Spirit.
Right, but it was Kayla will kill you, but no, there was that thing of I want to do more, but it was always been helping people. Even when I did the YouTube channel, it was I want to help people. Why? Well, Scott I say it's a gift. He gave me a gift of spending time with me and dedicating it, to me learning the craft or the skill, the art. There's a lot of ways you can look at it. And I think a lot of people do their own way, and I just gravitated to how he taught and did things. And there's no I think everybody kind of has their own thing and their method, and there's no absolute. But I fell in love with how his process was, and then I kind of incorporated my own style.
Nice.
But it was the vision of I wanted my family to have a little bit better, and I think that everybody wants that. They want better for their family, and I didn't want it for myself, but I wanted to quit my job. I wanted to turn it in because I want to be with them on the weekends. I want to be with them on the holidays. I want to have control of my own schedule, and I've always had that entrepreneurial bug, if you will, and that's why I almost borderline killed myself. And I've had heat stroke a long time ago.
Yeah. And I remember one hot day, we were both in our cars. Literally, I think we were suffering a big heat stroke. I won't forget that day. And there's a word that sticks every time I think of Landon, and I think it's it's when I feel in my low is how bad do you want it? That's a word that he uses a lot, is how bad do you want it? You know, if you're new to detailing, how bad do you want to succeed? You know, this is not an easy road, and Landon can tell you it's not an easy road, but he hasn't given up. And I'm so freaking excited to see what the next couple of years have for him and his family. And you know, I'll end this video with one question. What is the future of Aqualux or Aquafiber?
So it's been, I guess my vision, it's funny that you asked this, I was actually thinking this today when I was at my day job. But I was actually thinking, like, where do I want to be, like, I guess 5, 10, 15 or whatever. I guess you could say grow the brand or whatever, but it's not been, like, I don't care if you buy the towels or not, like, whatever. That's not, if anything, I hope it's, like, if you can see where I've been low, so you can't, it's cliche, nothing to something, and I'm still nothing, like, in the grand scheme of things. I'm still, you know, there's things goals I want to hit, but long vision is I would like to have some property, and we're working on it, in a shop and some space, but my thing has always been to have other people over and bring their kids over. Like, I know ours are playing right now, and either, like, maybe teach detailing classes one-on-one, because that's where I've always benefited from, but I want everybody to be able to, like, come out whenever they feel like it or they need to or something, even with the horses, because that's something that's Kayla's thing and the therapy from that. But it's just been, like, you know, God's given me this, but at the same time there's a lot that I think I feel like it's expected of me, and it's given back, and it's not, you know, pay it forward has always been something that I've been I was pounded into me in a good way in the Marine Corps, and it's to help others, like, genuinely help others, and I care about other people. I want to help them make their life better or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I think detailing, there's just, everybody has different walks of life, and it's neat to see how it helps people. I don't know. Like, either you're providing for your family, it makes you feel good about what you're doing, some sense of accomplishment, and you're having fun. Like, I absolutely love, I have so much fun. Like,
he does.
Working on Porsches. I love Porsches. Porsches are, like, one of my favorite cars to work on. Why? I don't know. My favorite car is Lamborghini. I'm not gonna tell you the make and model yet, but
he loves
long-term vision. Long-term vision is it's to do that, grow that, and however God takes it, great. But I just want that family aspect, you know. And Kayla and I would like to hire veterans eventually, if that's what it grows to. But I have a big vision, but it's not about me. It's because I want others to, I don't know, just enjoy life. That's the big thing. I love life. I mean, I know we both have some different stories, you know, with life. Like, you know, seeing some life or death situations.
Definitely.
And just every day is a blessing. And I don't know, man, it's just, when you get given a lot, it's just, I don't know, I feel like you just need to give back, and that's just, like, I don't know, not just the right thing to do, but it just helping others, and just seeing that smile on people's faces. And it's rewarding to, like, when they get it, or like, you know, that light goes off. Like, exactly. And I love that. Even, like, people I've helped, I'm just like, it's fun to see that, because I know what that felt like. That was a huge deal to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is amazing. I just did that. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I guess you could say that. How fast we get there, I'm not in a race. My personality, I always like to get things done quicker.
He moves fast.
Than later. But at the same time, this has been a process of, like, I thought about where I would like this to go from day one, and like, there's a culture around it, and you've been a huge part of it. I mean, I'm so grateful that we met at the bar that night. It's as weird as everybody might be shaking their head, but I mean, it's been fun. This whole process, like, for me, it's been the process. Like, and everybody's like, what's the process? I think you can look like a bunch of things, you know, like, where do you want it? Like, what's success mean? I don't know. It's not about the money or things. It's not, like, what success is for me may not be the same thing for somebody else. Maybe they want multi-million dollars and they want a bunch of cars. That's great. Go get it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. For me, maybe I want that one day, but I just want to have people around and just pay the gift for it that I was given, and whatever God gave me. And it's just been fun to just see that in other people, and make their life better and provide for their family. I think that's just, like, awesome. And I'm thinking this year is going to be a huge year for, I know everything that went on with everything last year, but I think this 2021 is going to be, like, the year of the entrepreneur. I think it's really going to be, I think it's going to be opening doors just for all the mom and pops, people leaving their day jobs. And that's, I guess, the biggest thing is if you're scared to leave your day job and you've been doing this for I don't know how many years, pull the trigger and do it sooner than later, because I don't want to be the 67-year-old guy in my bed kicking myself I didn't jump at this opportunity. I can always go back to my day job. That door's open, and I'm so grateful that that's there, and they've let me know. But I want this so bad just for my family, but I love what I do, and I'm having fun. And if you love what you do and you're having fun, cliche, but go chase it, because you're going to wish you had later on in life. I guarantee it, and I don't want any regrets when I look back on my life.
For sure. Sweet.
So.
And I guess I said that was going to be my last question, but to the new detailer, what is one advice you would give them if you could?
Be patient.
Patience is key, and a lot of guys, they don't have that. They're like, oh, this isn't working, I quit, I'm done. But patience patience is virtue?
Yeah, patience it's a virtue. But like, I mean, you've talked about like how fast it's happened, I guess, fast, but I didn't know any different. I just know where I wanted to go, but I've definitely had a lot of, I think we all get helping hands in life and just in general. But I've built my, from the ground up. I started in the Marine Corps as a private and, went to sergeant. But this has just been a building. And like here, I'll say this. I'm grateful for this. I did not see it coming, and you probably already know. Earlier this week, I met somebody, blown away. I was at one of my clients' house, and he came over, and then the owner said, "Hey, this is, Tyler Lockett, wide receiver from the Seattle Seahawks," and I'm going,
in Dallas.
Like, yeah, exactly. But I'm like here now, like and I'm like. Like it's a crazy, and I'm like, but it's rewarding because like I was a little bit tired that day, if you will, but I mean I did 4 cars that day, same day. I mean I was whooped, and then this, and it's just like if you do it for the right reasons, I think, and do it with a pure heart, I think you're always going to get rewarded. But I think everybody's process and story is different. Like I don't, I wouldn't. You told me Tyler Lockett would be my client and customer, and I would have been like, you're crazy 3 years ago. Like, you're out of your mind. I don't know what you're... Like, I never envisioned that to where it is now. But then at the same time, you got to know your worth. Like, cut your teeth. And I've told you this. You saw, like, cut my teeth, cut it fast. But I saw that first car. You know exactly which one I'm talking about. I called you that day. And I was like, oh, no. I will never undervalue my worth.
It was a Kia.
It was... That thing looked good after 20 hours of work.
The Kia Soul, I will never forget that one. That was pretty cool, seeing the process, and he was like, nope.
Yeah, but I mean, I cut my teeth on lots of cars. A lot of people are like, what'd you do? I'm like, I spent a lot of time, and I know like some people will associate experience with time.
Yeah.
But I spent more time than probably a lot of people would, because I had a panel. We had the busted CRV.
Yeah.
I was working on my in-laws, Kayla's grandmother's car. I was working on anybody's car that would give me a shot that was just hammered. Because I wanted to see how I could do it, get my process down. And it was in the cold. I didn't care what the temperatures were. I was just going to suck it up and get it. Because I knew what type of, I guess you say, clients I wanted to, I want this, dude. This is fun. Like, it's fun when you get like these cool, I love cars.
Especially when they're clean.
Exactly. You're right. But I mean, but then to be able to even take them from this to even another level is fun. But I mean, I love cars. I'm not going to lie. I love Porsches. But it's just fun. So just know where you want to go. Be patient. But you got to trust the process. And trust the process isn't 2 months and throwing your hands up. Like, it was a year of nothing, getting paid for nothing.
Yep.
Learning. It was a year of nothing. I took a little bit here, a little bit there, but everything else was on me. You got to be, take responsibility for your actions and be accountable to yourself, and quit making excuses. I mean, even Tyler Lockett, and I'll say this, he has a book, if nobody knows it, but it was funny because I was reading it this other day, and the second chapter is like, how bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it?
I was like,
he sent me a picture of that.
I was like, this is nuts. I was like, this guy's a motivator.
It was meant to be, like, bam,
crazy.
Sealed it.
But I mean, you know, people do business with who they know, like, and trust.
Yeah.
That's something I've seen, and your type of clients will come to you. The people that that you'll attract it. Just trust the process, but don't 2 months. I'm sorry. I didn't think this would be like. I really thought probably 10 years, this is maybe where I would be. And where I'd be, I don't know what that looks like for everybody, but I know where I want, but at the same time, I want to have work-life balance. You know, it's going to be God first, family second, and detailing third. That's literally how I set it up on the Instagram and TikTok and everything. I'm going to be doing that theme through it. So yeah, I don't know, but patience is the biggest thing, but trust the process. And how hungry are you, man?
Yeah, very true. So we'll leave you guys with his last words on that, and you know, thank you. I know he had just got here from work, and I was like, hey, let's do a video. Okay. But you've seen me with him in a couple of videos. It's always a blessing. We have a lot of fun. You know, I wouldn't have had a YouTube channel, I think, if it wasn't for Landon kind of pushing me. And there was a couple other people on there. You know, Erwin, if you're seeing this, you know, you push me. But Landon really was like, when I tell you this dude puts his foot down on somebody, it's like, oh, you're doing it or you're doing it. And I was like, nah, I was YouTube and me, I was just like, is nobody gonna watch my channel?
Is that all or nothing? I told you.
And he was like, do it. Like, what do you have to lose? But you know, I'm blessed, you know, and thankful for each one of you guys that have watched the YouTube channel. And you know, congratulations, he just hit 3,000 subscribers today.
Thanks, man.
So you know, I'm super stoked for him, and it's truly just, it's awesome seeing him succeed. I've told him, you know, seeing him succeed makes me so happy. Like literally, it's like it's joy, because we've talked about his story and how where he used to live, and I've seen pictures of his old home to where he's at now. It's truly it's a testimony. You know, we all have our testimonies in many different ways, but I've had a blessing hearing his testimony from the get-go. And you know, thank you for, you know, taking your time. I don't know how long this video is, but thank you for taking your time and talking to me and getting some of you guys that don't know who Landon is, follow his channel, Aqualux Auto Detailing on YouTube. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and support one another. And as always, like I say, guys, God bless y'all, and we'll definitely see you guys on the next video.
Love y'all.
Thanks, man.